Hi, everybody. Congrats to Jay Wilson for the first award. Congrats. How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for being here. And hello, all you folks out there. It's a wonderful day for development. Let's do this. Hey, I've got some show and tell. I worked on some stuff last week. I had hoped to ship an update this last weekend, but things got a little bit busy. But let me show you what I've been working on. So I've got some new shape templates. I have some new shape templates. So I've added four new templates. The teardrop shape, what is that? Trapezoid, a regular kite shape, and then also a circle sector. So as far as new stuff goes, got some more fun stuff to play with. So here's the teardrop, and it can do all sorts of wacky things. We have a trapezoid, which pretty simple stuff, left and right. Basically, the bottom is always full, and it's just like the top percentages on the left and right, between 0 and 1. So that's that. Oopsie. And then we've got, so this is a kite shape. It's different from the right kite. Basically, the regular kite will take whatever frame you have, and it applies the corners as a ratio of just the height. Whereas a circular kite is a little bit different, right? So like we have them next to each other. So this kite always flaps on the edges, whereas this one, its corners go around in a circle, basically. So that's the difference between the two shapes. So we got the regular kite now. We've got the trapezoid, the teardrop, and then the fourth shape, one of my favorites. This is the circle sector. So this is if you want to be able to create something that's like, you're looking to do like a pie chart or something that uses angles sections. So that's available now. So hooray. So new templates for that. What else? Along with new shape templates is a flow that I've been working on that's trying to make things better for using presets, loading and saving shape template presets. This is a feature that you get as a subscriber, and right, what I have here is a list of all the presets that I've stored. Basically, what this list shows is the same kind of filtering mechanism that we have for artboards or for vector paths. I can filter by preset, by different template or by name. If I go and tap on one of these guys, it brings up a detail screen where I can do my changes, making my changes. I can save or I can cancel the changes. If I cancel the changes, nothing happens, of course. If I go in here and I decide I want to make things permanent, then it saves. shape presets are useful in the case where there's a couple cases. One is when you're making a vector path template. Remember this screen, so I can draw stuff here, but I can also press this plus button and I can select a shape template, and I'd be like, hey, I want to make something based on a teardrop now. And it used to be that I had this UI show up that was kind of, well, not great. And if I try to load from a preset, things will get kind of weird. I can select from the chosen template. I can make my changes. I can save as a new preset now. So I can say, okay, cool teardrop, and I save that. And then if I want to make some more changes, I load from the preset. I can go back to any of those values. It also used to be that I had to like commit to using a shape template here, but now I can cancel out of that and not do that anymore if I don't want to. Or I can go ahead and do it. We'll go trapezoid this time and press add, and now it's there. So a little bit of polish on the UI and on the flow for selecting, loading, saving a preset from this particular screen. In addition to that, I have added a shape preset menu row on the artboard. So I can select here for my presets. Say I want to grab Roundy McGee here, and now Roundy McGee will be everything that I do. So instead of like, your standard shape template, like if I click on this, there's like a default shape that always gets used. But now if I want, I can say, oh, you know what? Actually, I want my star 21-4. And so that is that's the new stuff. Like I said, I wanted to submit an update to the App Store over the weekend, but I didn't. Wasn't quite ready for it. The reason being, now I've got 5 tabs at the bottom of this screen. It's kind of, well, actually technically 4 because debug, you don't see this, but this is getting a little clunky. And I was thinking about reworking the screen to have just kind of like a main page, and then we could like say, okay, select from our artboards. Like maybe the top half would be like, go back to your most recently edited artboard, and then like down below would be like messing with presets, rather than having multiple tabs for the same thing. Well, not the same thing, multiple tabs for these different experiences. They're all kind of like similar, right? Like the menus are the same. I'm scrolling through a list here. I'm scrolling through a list here. I'm scrolling through a list here. Why not just maybe just have one main page, and then kind of like this, where like I've got my persistence debugger, where I can go to my artboards, or I can go to my presets, or I can go to my settings, etc. So don't you be fat shaming your baby. It's a little chunky. Thanks, Mana. That's true. That's why I only sell huge phones now. Listen, how many tabs is too many though? I think I can get away with 5 at the most, at least on the Pro screen. But yeah, I'm thinking that this is a very similar setup for each of these tabs. Oh, also, I want to show you something fun. The limit does not exist. Great movie. You can always add more. I can have my ... here in the corner. I did a little flare here. Now that if I tap on an artboard, it zooms in. The navigation transition is now zoom in, rather than the old way of like sliding onto the stack. So that's for our iOS 18 and above users. And I have a similar setup for my vector path builder. So this a little bit of a nicer transition. 5 bottom tabs and 7 vertical in the rail is the hard limit rule on Android via official components. Really? Good to know. Also, I noticed there was a lot of like grayscale vector stuff in here, and I was like, I need to add some color. What I did was I kind of color coded like the features. So like shape template presets are now like shown in blue. Custom and vector path templates are now shown in purple. And you know, when you're drawing in your artboard, like this menu, this is still black and white, but like if you bring up the shape template sheet, this is all blue. If you bring up your vector templates, that shows them in purple, etc. So just a little bit of design stuff. Slowly but surely, this is coming together. I think the only thing that might be a little bit confusing is if a user is like, well, shape preset or shape template, what's the difference? So that's something that I probably need to figure out how to onboard the user with. When they start out, they'll have 0 presets, so it'll make more sense. But also, I have to look into some edge cases, like what if the user is not subscribed? What do they see? Right now, on this tab, they'll see everything's locked. You tap on something, it prompts you to subscribe. With the vector path builder, it's like the full screen paywall view, which I don't know if I like it as much anymore because you can't really tell what this page is about. Try add another fake tab. I'm fairly sure it doesn't show. Hey, congrats on 30 streams in a row, Mono. Yeah, it adds a menu, right? Yeah, you'll see something over here. Yeah, we can do that real quick, but I don't think I want like a large number of tabs in this app unless they do very different things. Like, I mean, for me, like these features are kind of parallel in like what they do. Like here, I'm creating a new one. Like I'm making a new preset from, let's say, from a template. I'm going to start from an Arbolos, and I cancel, so I didn't actually make it. But if I wanted to make one, and I'm like, sweet, 0.97, this is the one for me. Boom, there it is. That's a flow. Here's another flow. Make a new template. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna draw freehand, and sweet, that looks good to me. Okay, we're done. Like, those are pretty self-contained. And then you go on the artboard and you're like, okay, I'm gonna make a new one, and now this is like the main place to be. And so like these other tabs, like as helpful as they are to kind of like go through a flow exercise and see if it, like, you know, if it's gonna be useful. I don't know that I want so many. I might want to have more. I want to reserve tabs for like completely different experiences. Like for example, the settings tab. Like you've got like stuff here. This is like a how-to and like all the legal stuff and whatever. But for example, what if I had one for settings, like app-wide settings as far as like drawing goes, like snap to grid and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not great when you've got like several tabs that you wanna use. So my goal for today is to see if I can come up with a better like main page screen that I'm comfortable with, that I like, that could you know, launch me into say this screen versus if I want to look at presets or whatever, or templates, and then just go from there. And then if all looks good, then I think I'll feel good about submitting an update. So we'll be at 0.6.1. Presets have always been there. They just haven't been like easily accessible. So the main changes, I think, justify a 0.1 release. I reckon you can just slap your debug tab as a toolbar icon on your settings menu for debug builds. Brings the UI closer to what's on prod. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Gotta go, Jay. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Take care, man. When are you streaming next? Are you tomorrow? Freeze up a tab if you need it. Yeah. No, that's true. That's a good idea. Not unlike what I've got up here. But yeah, I could tap on debug and then just make this like a full screen cover. That could work. But I'm gonna stay on target, Mana. If I can. I'll give it a go. Let's see if it works. What other changes have I made? Well, I was experiencing a little bit of difficulty with previews. As I was making changes, I was getting a lot of build errors, so a lot of fatal errors inside my previews, and I think part of the reason was my model container, my preview modifier was failing for whatever reason. What I did here was I made some changes to, let's see, what did I do? I let my container, I said model container, and then I did a configuration in memory only. That seemed to resolve it, at least for this case. So I just got to go through and see if that works for the rest of them. You got to solve deep links today? Oh, yuck. At least it's not dealing with like UIKit tab bars. So, something a little bit different, yeah. Yeah, same thing here for the artboard preview. Let's actually see if that resulted in anything. Preset sample. Vector path canvas. That's here. Yeah, let's see if this preview shows up. Oh, that was last week? Was the toolbar? The UI kit. The hardest part was figuring out how to reset the state of everything and then custom navigate through the screens and the tabs on an action. Did you use closures that like nested closures through your views, or what? How'd you do it? Like logging out should reset the app back to the initial state everywhere. Oh, right. You tagged the view with a UUID. Nice. Uh-oh, this is taking a while, guys. I just realized, did I? Oh, these are all disabled? Here, let's fix that. All right. Point redeems have been refreshed, so go ahead and refresh your browser if you need to. Forgot to do that. My bad. Okie dokie. Let's see. It is still trying to build? What? Okay. Hold on. Let me try building this. But deep links need more of that. Like, what screen are you on? How to push on views on different tabs. Nightmare. No matter how happy you are with the architecture of the app, that last 10% of the migration brings out some nasties. Yeah. I think that's why polish just takes way too long, right? It's like you're like finding out like what is the ideal. It's hard. I think, you know, if I were a good designer, if I were a designer, I think I would opt to designing through flows before I ever wrote a line of code. That would be the ideal for me. Just so I could see like where it goes next. But yeah, up until now, it's just been, oh, let's work on this feature and make sure that the feature works. Okay, so this is working. So very cool. Nice. Perfect. All right. So let's look at app.swift. So my content view is currently, I've got, so I'm still supporting the iOS 17 folks. I think at some point I probably am going to drop iOS 17 support, which would help in many ways. And so what I have here is I've got a tab view. I've got artboard, vector path builder. I've got 2 debug views for one for template presets. Of course, this isn't in the app yet, but settings and then debug. So artboard list currently is the main screen. You totally ripped off my new hotness style code. Nice. Good. Use it. Don't hate I support iOS 17 too. I mean, I love iOS 17. My iPad still runs iOS 17 or iPad OS 17 because it's an old and busted iPad. I can't. Ooh, what is this? Preview crashed. Well. That's a new thing. Oh, a view environment object for user view model may be missing. Oh, cool. Okay, let's fix that. Wait a second. No, because user view model is already here. Why would that have crashed? Unless artboard list isn't used. Oh no, it's passed in. Wonder why it's not being used. Let me think about this. Why would that have failed? Maybe previews don't work in. No, I was gonna say like in the no observable object of type user view model found. But I did it here. What do you mean? Why wouldn't this work? What is the thing that I tapped on? That would probably help. tapped on this. Then I tapped on shape preset and it crashed. Okay. Let's see if there's another thing that it works on. Tap on this, tap on vector template, and that crashes. Okay, there seems to be let me see what's happening here. So artboard list passes in a user view model so that we can pass the model context to the view model on initialization. And then what happens? For each in my items, I say view match transition source, which is this. It's a button. And then in my navigation destination, let view goes artboard view context. Oh, I wonder if I need. I was gonna say like artboard view. If it already, if it's part of the navigation stack, then it. Should know about user view model, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not getting that. Only one way to find out. But why does it work on my live version and not on my preview? I know previews are a little bit different, so why would that not work on a preview? Don't know. For iOS 26 support, I ended up building an apply glass effect view builder, which checks for iOS 26 and applies the glass, which is much easier to do than that write it freaking everywhere. Oh, nice. But I agree that iOS 18 and iOS 26 checks are a pain in the butt. Yeah, they are. It's true. Yeah, I was stuck with an if available, and I didn't like it. This is what I ended up doing. I created a temporary like a local variable for my view on my navigation destination, and then I was like, oh, if available, then view navigation transition, else just view. Like I did it this way, and it's kind of messy, but it's local to inside this closure, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it could be better, I guess. But yeah, as long as we got our 17 users, that's what we got to do. Okay, so I am wondering why. Let's see, artboard list. Self user view model. So this is a let. And do I like that? I don't think I like that, but see, normally you would just use the environment variable. But here we didn't do that. Instead, we opted for this initializer so that model context could go directly into the view model, where I also passed a user view model so the view model knows about the user view model because it needs this to know whether or not like whether or not a feature is available. I almost think that because it's not really doing it's not sending anything to user view model. Like I wonder if like it might be better to just pass this a variable instead, saying, hey, is well, a lot of these properties depend on a state that has multiple possible values. So, yeah, it's a little. I'm not sure about this. But anyway, the only thing that I was chasing here was why the preview is crashing on me. I'm trying to see what this would be doing. I think the only thing that is the issue is the navigation destination. I think I might need to do this. I think I might need to do dot environment user view model. Let's see if that's all that needs to happen. I want to make sure this doesn't actually break the app. Hello there, so HD, how you doing? I have no idea how QA and me will test the app on iOS 17, 18, and 26. I don't think we have a 17 device anymore. So one of the things that I'm stuck with is an iPad that won't update past iPadOS 17. So that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, if you get yourself an old device that can't, like an iPhone 10 or 11 or whatever, that's probably the easiest way. Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. Thanks for asking. Okay, let's see if placing this environment variable here fixes the issue. Let's see. If it doesn't, I'll be really confused. To be honest, I'm not doing too great. Cursor is frustrating me with its outdated LLMs not being able to work with liquid glass. Ah, shoot. Ah, that's tough. You're using Cursor. Wow, that surprises me. Even like the Sonnet 4.5 is struggling with the liquid glass. iPhone 10 is stuck on 16, so it's dead to me now. Oh, yep. Well, that's it, right? I traded my 10 in for a 14 a couple years ago. And, oh, well, that did it right there. Boom. That's all I needed. I just needed a environment variable. So no more crashes. Look at that. Go team. I've been feeding it Apple documentation all day. Oh, gosh. And it's still having a struggle, huh? Sorry to hear that. You know, that's the thing. It's like these LLMs, you know, they can do great in one context and absolutely not great in another context. And the more we rely on them, the harder it becomes to remember how to generate our own stuff. Yeah, all of them do. Then they try to recreate liquid glass instead of using native APIs. It took me about 30 minutes just to use tab role search. Oh, gosh. Yikes. Well, here's to better results. And I hope you're able to get that figured out. That sounds like a real frustrating issue. Okay, this looks like it could be like a fruit of some kind. Oh, it's a little off center. Oh well. like a pineapple or something. AI refusing to adopt liquid glass too. Me being a stupid guy, I've been trying to follow every single one of Apple's best practices and guidelines instead of doing my own thing. I don't think that's stupid at all. I think it's I know it's the slower approach, but I think you'll be a better developer for it, not relying on AI as a crutch. I think it's been shown that many, at least junior devs, are experiencing these challenges where they've forgotten how to code at all because they're just throwing everything into the prompts, and then if the internet's down or whatever, like they can't do anything because they're relying too much on the LLMs. Amos TV, how's it going? Haven't tried it myself, but I saw in an indie developer video that he was having a lot of success with using Apple's coding intelligence with the Claude key. Oh, really? Okay. That's good to know. I was trying something the other day where I was trying to use Apple's built-in system to do what I thought was a pretty simple task. It was just something that was going to take me a long time to do. I told it to look in 3 specific files and to basically reorganize types into separate files. Say grab these 3 things that are associated with this shape template and put it in its own file. And it couldn't do it. And I was like, are you kidding me? It took forever and I ran out of tokens. It was gotta wait for a day, and I'm like, wow, that just did not help me at all. So I was a little okay, yeah. Still struggling. Now, I'm on an M2 machine, but everything's server side, right? So you still have to wait for it to finish, and then, but also, yeah, there's a throttling thing going on. So the real truth is this: the iPhone 10 is the closest phone to the indestructible Nokia's. Also, when Mono's phone reaches the end of its days, it deserves a proper military honor, bro. What's up, Eskimine? How you doing? I'll check it out. Thank you. Looks at my broken iPhone 10. I don't know, man. She's pretty cooked. To be fair, I got it from my mate in this condition. I'm good with my devices. Yeah, I've got a few donated devices with cracked screens that I use on occasion, if I need to test something that's super old. Apple's coding intelligence never worked out for me. Yeah, same. I'm on an M4 Pro and it still takes so long. Oh yeah, that's frustrating. That's a bummer. Okay, note to self: freeform paths almost always should be stroke only, not fill. I'm gonna make a note of that right now. If I do that though, then I'm gonna have to make sure that I make a setting for them to be able to fill instead. This is a path, and there's no way that I can tell it to use the fill. Yeah, that's I gotta figure that out. I was just thinking about this. Your standard program, you'd expect, if I was just doing a freeform path, to be able to do scribbles, but for it to fill like this, probably not great. If you're using a freeform tool, if you want to draw a bunch of little lines, you don't want it to fill by default. So yeah, I'm gonna make a ticket for that. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my Trello and put something in there. What are we going to say? Added card. So there's basically freeform paths default to stroke without fills. Have I had a YouTube video going in the background this whole time? Huh. Yeah, doing well, thanks. I still only use Cloud website chat for help. I've been crafting my architecture manually for 10 years in app dev to make myself truly irreplaceable. There you go. That's how you do it. CLI will be your next terminal, buddy. I've found LLMs really useful to explore new topics and create learning paths for them that would take me a long time to research. Agreed. Code gen for SwiftUI hasn't been great in my experience. I assume they have more context on UIKit, so it may work a little bit better there, but I wouldn't rely on it, to be honest. Yeah, I share your views on that. Yeah, I typically, well, work basically mandates it, so I do use it at work when it works. But for my personal projects, I've just been like, you know, I like doing things the old-fashioned way. It might be slow, but at least I know what my code is. Okay. To be fair, I don't have a perfect retention of all the code I've ever written. But the fact that it was me that wrote it and not a machine makes me feel a little bit better about the situation. But yeah, no, it's I agree that it's good to like, especially if you're looking into something that is brand new for you, and trying to figure out like where to start learning and how to start doing stuff. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new view. We're gonna try to make something brand new here. Not brand new, but yeah, let's make a new view here. Okay, so this is going to be we're gonna call it home. We're gonna call it home view. Nice and homey. Yeah, Clippy was great. Annoying, but also endearing. I would take Clippy. I think Clippy LLM would be just a horrifying experience, but I'm sure somebody is looked into it. All right, so what I'm thinking is, okay, we're gonna have a VStack. Maybe it's a scrollable. Maybe it's a scroll view. And what we're gonna have is we're gonna have our artboard, and then we're gonna have our artboard section. And we're gonna have our other stuff. So this is gonna be for basically you know, most recently edited artboard, and then maybe a button to create a new one, or do basically search existing gallery, right? So something that like allows me to quickly go to my most recently edited one, something to create a brand new one, and then look at my existing gallery. Maybe that'll just be like an H stack. And then other stuff is going to include, this will be like, you know, presets, settings, And maybe that's just it for now. Maybe yeah, this is all I need. Like just a regular thing. I'm thinking that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how do I want this? Do I want this to be like a root view of a navigation stack? Do I want, when I tap on something in here, do I want it to do like a full screen cover, or do I want it to like add on to that navigation stack? Because if I do add to the navigation stack, if this becomes its own thing, then artboard list. Oh yeah, see, this is all gonna have to do this all differently. Basically, I'm gonna need to have environment. Let me just grab whatever I have in here. I don't have anything in here. I'm initializing it with a model context and a user view model. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking I can probably probably just do this. Let's just see what this looks like. Wait, this isn't going to work actually. I can't have the entire artboard list in here. That's silly. I'm going to need like a navigation destination basically. Navigation destination for what? Artboard? I don't know, because like basically it's just going to be this. You know what? I'm going to probably let's define destinations. This is going to be go hashable. We're going to say destination string identifiable hashable whatever. Case artboard list case settings whatever. So it does not conform. Yeah, it does. Time for my sleep. Have a great one. Escamina, thank you for visiting. Have a good night. Let's say destination.self. Destination. Actually, we might need something more. I'm gonna say if we're gonna have most recently edited artboard, I'm gonna have to have like I'm gonna have to have a query here. Don't tell anybody. Now we've got Swift data coming here. Listen, we're just testing something out. If it works out, then we'll do something proper here. But I just need to I'm just getting a feeler for what's going on. Let's see. How do I use this? My sort here. My data debug artboard pathless view. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yoink. All right, that's how we're gonna do it. Artboard. Artboards. Art thou boards. And then I'm gonna go artboard section. Var artboard section, some view, view builder. Okay, so we're like, hey, if let artboard equals artboards dot first, then we're gonna do this. Let's make an H stack. It'll be like we'll just say let's make a button. Most recent. Super simple. We're gonna say ooh, you know what? It might be helpful to have an associated value in this destination. I'm not sure yet. I was gonna say, because we could have a button that's like brand new one, new artboard, and then I say it's a whole new flow. This might actually turn into a 0.7 version. Let's just see what this looks like. I don't need logger anymore, do I? New artboard selected. And then one more button that was going to be, it was going to be a gallery. I need this to be, how does this go? Traits, it's going to be dot, how does it work again? Traits dot, modifier, artboard preview, blah. Here we go. Modifier is only available in iOS 18 or newer. All right, let's see if you load. See what you look like. Should see a few buttons. Oh. No observable object or type user view model found. Whoops. I need a user view model. My bad. At previewable state var user view model equals user view model. Boom. Home view environment user view model. Okay. Try it again. Wow. First is taken already. Only an hour into the stream? I know. Can you believe it? Most recent new artboard gallery. How are you, Cocotype? What's the good word, man? All right, there's our artboard section. Looks beautiful. CD is late too. CD is late. There is CD. I think I'm late to the party again by a few minutes. Evening all. Welcome, Competitive. Enjoying my last day of being able to eat solid foods for a few days, assuming last week was any indications. Oh dear. I am so sorry to hear that. I hope for the best, man. We definitely weren't doing anything together, Shifty Eyes. No secret podcast recordings. Oh, what is this now? Do we have an announcement to make? You boys left under low with Mono's chaos. You certainly did. Think we got away with it. No sirens. Hey, are you guys remembering to log in every day and get your free blue tokens? They expire on the 15th. Of course, I'm talking about Marvel Rivals. The Black Friday sale is gone, but you can still get some sweet currency. Not a sponsor. Man, that would be fun. You don't want to... Why I want it... Where's the shortcut to like put it inside another container view? Why am I not getting that anymore? Is that like no longer a thing? Huh. Oh, I need the background before the padding. Ooh. You're finally remembering tokens? Good, good, good. Marvel Rivals is full of giant sharks from Australia. I don't trust it. Yeah, Jeff's having his day, isn't he? On this event. I got to Nightmare 4, but I can't beat it. You did? Oh man, I gave up on at Nightmare 1 when we were playing. I haven't played it since. I just wish he didn't shout in my ear every time I open the game. That is a common complaint. I agree. Whereby I mean me and my normal crew. Nice. All go, no stop for the win. I know I'm with sucky pickup groups when I've been MVP every time. Hey man, someone's got to carry. It might as well be you. That's just embracing your inner Jeff. Okay, who's causing trouble? Nutter or chat? Well, we're all causing a little bit of trouble. But I will blame myself for not staying on target. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Correct answer. What am I doing tonight, guys? I am trying to make a more user-friendly navigation experience. I'm trying out something. I'm trying out a single home view where we can have different sections for going to the artboard, gallery, presets, settings, etc. Seeing how this goes. Oh, well then, yeah, now I'm going to blame it on Cocotype. Vote number 1 chaos chatter is equal to Adam. I am Jeff. I am underground. I am slimy, says Compile Dev. And you make mobile apps? Wait. If I run around under the desk during meetings, does that make me an office Jeff? No. You blame it on Cocotype's kids is the thing. Oh, I see. That makes more sense. Dang kids. Wait, I need to... Got smudges everywhere. Hold on a minute, guys. Let's provide some TLC to our props here. There we go. Dang kids took our gerbs. Hold on a minute. What the heck? There's an order to this chaos. Hey, Professor Chaos. That doesn't sound like Butters. Three weeks later. This is also smudged. Nutter, you should take care of your things. I know. Seems like Windex or something. I'm losing my grip, folks. It's been a moment since these were all redeemed before at once. You good? Okay. We can find you some circular cherry colored ones and Hank voice for the true nightmare to kick in. That's true. I did promise that Wheel of Fortune would come back in some capacity. It will. I also owe several people some redeems. Haven't forgotten. Got Outer Wilds SwiftUI project to do. We've got Kane H's 51 games of checkers and chess, or whatever it's called. We have DLC to do for Outer Wilds. So yeah, there's a long list. Wheel of Misfortune, TBH. Okay, so destination. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna say most recent selected, and we're gonna say oh, it's gotta be, we gotta do a navigation path. We forgot to do that. Forgot to do a navigation path. Hold on. We got state private var path equals destination. Is this it? I might not be doing this correctly. Path. Build. Build succeeded. Most recent, then we're going to say path is equal path dot append dot artboard list. Okay, and then navigation destination for destination itself. We're just going to just do this. Tap. Oh, we got to refresh. Let's see. I thought you had a whole Trello board of things you needed to do other than the app, says Mono. I do have a Trello board for stream-related activities. It's true. It would be easier if you gave us access to the Trello board, right? It might be. Oh, wait. It tried to do something. Did you see that? Oh, preview crashed. What happened? Try this again. Probably because Artboard List already has its own navigation stack. What we could do instead is do full screen cover. Yeah, it doesn't like that. I'm just trying to think, like, what's the best way to do this? Full screen cover for the entire thing. I don't know if that's like a good idea. I think I'm gonna have to. Let's just see. We're just playing around right now. At state private var show full screen cover. Was false. We could also say at state private var destination. Destination. So then instead of this, I could say destination equals artboard list. And full screen cover could be, wait, hold on. Blah. Instead of this, I could say screen cover, item, boom, destination, undismiss, content, destination, switch destination. Case artboard list. Here's where we would do this. Blah. Type state home view destination has no member artboard list. I do believe it's right here. So, what do you mean by that? Oh. Case settings. We're gonna go with settings view. Case nil. I think Mono is long overdue on a widget update report to us as well. Coco with the 42-month sub badge, the same as the 1-month sub badge. No look for called out. Ooh, yeah, I do need to work on that, don't I? I do need sub badges. Is that on? Is that on the trail? Let's see. I think it is on the board somewhere. No, you're right. This board is set to public, guys. You can see this. How have you not memorized this this URL? Yeah, one of those is working on badges. It's true. It is pretty sad. Yeah, I gotta fix that. App book, 4 SwiftUI games, a chiptune album, Peace in the Middle East, a solution for world hunger, and a pony. I think those are all, yes, individual tickets. Subtasks. I just need somebody to know I spent 6 hours freaking out because the data pipeline wouldn't work, only to discover my table of locations had the New York City boroughs under the zip code column, says Holy Roman Empire. Oh, wow. Did it build a character, though? Holy Roman Empire. Hashtag program life. Yes. Those 6 hours were not spent in vain. Honestly, I pushed the widget creation on another branch. I'm still finishing the app. Okay. All right. We believe you, Mana. Can't release the app with a widget that tells an incorrect time. Not true. That is still progress. And the most impossible thing of all, timely reading of chat. Hey. It's true. I can't deny it. What can I say? I know I request a 10K bits badge. Yes, you did. Looking at my Twitch report, I did 76 streams this year. I blame Spectrum for the low number. 76? We're going to start calling you Soldier 76 now, competitive. I'm just deflecting. Also, 7.93K of chats is mostly mono, I'm sure. Leaderboard. It's going to build my therapist bill. Third chatter, thank you, says Mono. CD is 8th and 9th. How does that work? Go me. He was once a mere CS. That is what they used to call me. Compile the Swift. I am Compile the Dev. Hey, look at that. Okay, so that's something. Oh no. What have I done? Draw settings helper. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's going to require some other stuff, isn't it? I'm like stocks. They split me when I'm too much. Got any more of them stocks? CS90 more chats than CD. Dang. Transformation almost complete. Nutter has more chats than Adam. Do I? It's usually just me going shout out to whoever has rated me. Talk to yourself much? Maybe. Isn't that the... Hey, self-rubber ducking? or something. No, for those who do stream, I have a question for you. Do you find yourself talking out loud to yourself more now that you have become, have spent time in front of the camera with a microphone? Oh boy. Congrats for the Legacy Nutter Butters, Mono. That's awesome. Mono needs 5k more chats to pass MK Murray and really give him a complex. Amazing. So I guess we need... Yeah, I guess the draw settings helper is what's required here. So we're going to need... draw settings helper. Then I'll need one down here too, I guess. Settings helper. Oh, is this one of those things where I have to do like a weird init? I think I do. This was the whole new hotness thing. Yeah, I get it now. I need a model context. Yeah, I need all the things. But I'm pretty sure model context comes for free. Oh, but I need it for oh, how am I going to do that? I guess look at other cases where I messed with this. Let's see. Hold on a second. Model container. Checking. Quick, gotta stay ahead of that jerk compile dev. More messages. The world. Only when I'm coding is when you talk to yourself, Cocotype. You guys are dueling now. More chat, more posts. Coco's best dueler. It's great having two personalities. Ban one and the other kicks in. Cocotype is the best compile Swift. If you have 0 legacy nutter butters, I don't think you can accept a duel though. Come on, you guys. What are you thinking here? All right. Okay, I'm gonna need that helper. Artboard list needs a helper. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it needs an environment. Draw settings helper. So it needs that. Generic parameter T could not be inferred. Okay, but what about... Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay, so, but this, it's not guaranteed that this is going to be, But content view already has it. So if I start this with content view, then maybe we'll be okay. Maybe yeah, I need to draw a settings helper. That's the issue. TechDebt loses again. Oh no, adds generic parameter T. Earl Grey hot. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I guess settings. Draw settings used to initialize helper. Yeah, I guess I need all of that, don't I? Yikes. But this is all in content view. Like I don't like if this shows up in home view, I don't need this. But I do need this for a preview. I'm just trying to get the preview to work, but maybe I don't need it. Wait, can I do a previewable query? Is that allowed? Ooh. Ooh, looks like we can. Yeah, just can you hold on a second, preview? Let me be. Oh my gosh. Let me just build. Content is king. Camilla is queen. I'll allow, but I'm not the compiler. I thought Chuckle was king. Who is Chuckle? Okay, yeah, this is the kicker right here. If the modifier is an artboard preview, then we're using artboard preview dot make shared context, which is a model container which has a main context. Okay. So we can do it this way, I think. Artboard preview dot make shared context. So artboard preview dot make shared context dot main context. If draw settings helper is not nil, then this. Then we get to go home view, environment, user view model, environment, draw settings helper. Send as a little helper. And build and see if this works. Only if it's the killer doll. Oh, Chucky? Oh, you said Chucky, i.e. This is okay, I'm wearing 5 pairs of glasses. There you go. I seriously keep thinking it's me talking. It is. See, that's what I would have said. And I did. We got an identity crisis going on in chat, folks. Be careful. Okay, we're trying to build. What's happening? Five pairs of glasses and still can't see sharp. Well done. I'll allow it. Okay, now I'm starting to get annoyed. All this work, effort put into a preview, and the build fails. Okay, why are you failing? What's the matter? Oh, you don't like what I'm doing here, do you? What is this? Call can throw but is not marked with try and the error is not handled. Oh. I see. Will you let me do it? Okay. Do catch. Try. Let context equals try this. And then we'll say draw settings helper is this. Catch. Invalid conversion from throwing. Okay, now are you satisfied? Preview. There's got to be a better way for this. Failed to build the scheme. All right, let's try building first. Let's see where this is going. Still failed. Oh, it still hates this. Initialization of immutable value context was never used. Oh, whoops. Did I forget to actually put it where I wanted it? I forgot. Okay. Now, try it again. Watched the first Avengers movie again last night. Still the best in my opinion. It's a great film. I love it. Very nostalgic. How is that joke not worth a timeout? Time's out motto in his mind yet again. I think Cocotype isn't around anymore, so who's going to time anyone out? We're all greater than 30 years old, probably. It hits here. I agree with me. Think about it. What? Don't send. What's your problem? It crashed. That's all it says is that it crashed. Oh, well, okay. I don't know what to do about that. Let me try this. Let me comment these lines out and see if it works. One at a time. Okay, that works. Now we'll try this. That works. And now we'll do this. And that fails. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know why it's being this way. All that effort just to just to choke at the end. Probably a better way to do this, yeah. I think the main challenge that I have is this, the reliance on this draw settings helper, which is you know, it's initialized with a model context, an array of settings. This is the thing. So it needs to have a good model context. I think using Artboard Preview, it's got a shared context, .main context. This should provide maybe using this isn't the way. Yeah, maybe I need to not do this, actually. I think maybe calling this directly is what's causing issues, perhaps? Although, when I did call this, it seemed like it was fine. So I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Heard a great dad joke yesterday. All right, tell us. I thought Nutter was only 23. Not as far as the Australian government knows. He's 48 in kangaroo years. Yeah, I'm banned by the government in a few days. Did you know the people of Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do? Yabba dabba doo. It might not work on Americans. They don't know geography. We don't. It's true. Why was the letter E the only letter of the alphabet to get presents for Christmas? Because the other letters were naughty. Love it. Why would you do that? Yeah, I don't know. I'm spending so much time trying to get this preview to work when I probably should just move on and just go simulator route. Oh gosh. Adam, best dad. When's a shaggy dog most likely to enter the room? When the door's open. That's good. Not heard the E one before. That's good, yeah. One time someone brought brownies to a Christmas party I was at. They cut letter E's out of brown construction paper. Also totally valid coming from an actual dad. These are all great. Someone should write a book. Okay, does anybody want to take a look at the code here and see what I could be doing wrong? I'm using a modifier trait for a preview where I'm using this preview modifier. So the required methods make shared context and body. We're doing things, I think, right here. So when I do a modifier here, what do I have access to inside here? Like, for me to go artboard preview.make shared context, is this, I mean, this, it seems like I'm making a brand new instance. This seems like I shouldn't be doing it like this. So how do I access model context? Is it just environment? Is this how I do it? Maybe just do this. Is that all I gotta do? Let's try building. Oh, that succeeded. Let's see if this works. I asked the question, then I haven't even looked at chat yet for the answer. Oh, we might be getting somewhere here. We don't do code in this chat. I only write compile devs code. Truthfully, I've never done what you were doing, so it's all new to me. Also, never used preview modifiers. There, I helped. Thank you, compile dev. Ah, jeez. That is helpful. I'm gonna put these on my head, if that's okay with y'all. I'm getting kind of a headache. Ooh, look at that. That worked. Okay, so cool. So moral of the story is, if you use a modifier trait with a preview modifier, you can get a previewable environment variable for model context, and you can get this. Don't have to do this like weird dance here. I still have to manually generate the draw settings helper, and this works fine. So this does its thing to do a full screen cover for the artboard. And then I tap on that, and this is actually working, which is crazy. Presets, cool. Vector templates, cool. Subscribe. The paywall button shows up. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, problem solved. Good job. Okay, so for anybody who's interested, if you want to create a model container that's in memory using the preview modifier trait for a preview, you get the context through the environment variable. You got to do it at previewable here. Queries work, and then you're just your standard state stuff, and yeah, it seems to be doing what it needs to be doing. There, I helped. Thank you, compile dev. What is programming? What is code? What is Swift? Also, I dig the aviator hat. Thank you, Holy Roman Empire. Coincidence that I removed the glasses into compiled? I think not. I will thank you in my award acceptance speech, compile dev. I added previewable yesterday everywhere since I saw it here first. It's pretty handy. It's very useful, yeah. It's so that you don't have to define test structs inside your preview. Very helpful. This will all be in the next book. Right? Now I'm not sure which one is real. Oh, compile Swift versus compile dev. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I know Cocotype's behind one of them. All this time it's been Cocotype. Okay, all right. So, yeah. So the question is, do I make this a full screen cover, or do I make it a navigation destination for the home view? I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that. Button most recent. Let's do frame max with infinity. And then we'll do a height of something. So okay, so how do I want this to look? I kind of want if let artboard equals artboards dot first. I want this to, yeah, I'll make it pretty later, but I just want to, if I select this, I need a way to get out of here. Which means on my artboards list, I could put an X button here, I suppose, to like dismiss it. Birds aren't real, says Compile Swift. Also, if birds fly south for the winter, that proves the Earth is not flat. Wait a minute. I think you're onto something, Compile Dev. Takes a lot of bandwidth to fake the English accent, so when it doesn't work, I blame it on Texas internet. Y'all got that right. That also explains why I sometimes mess up and call Wally by his American name, even though I'm playing a British character. Tell me, Mr. Anderson, what use is a mouth if you cannot have an accent? I want my phone call. It's my equivalent of that spy holding up 3 fingers in Inglourious Bastards. Oh, I remember that scene. That was a brutal scene. That film would have been a lot cooler if Brad used the pikey accent. Just the ultimate crossover. Yeah. Okay, so again, like this, I mean, this would be a lot different because if this is no longer the main view, well, that could be, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna need some way to dismiss it because this is now the gallery. The gallery is, but this goes onto a stack. I guess I have to decide for myself. Would I rather have something like a base navigation stack always that I just throw stuff on, or am I okay with doing a full screen cover experience that has a base navigation stack? If I want to do full screen cover, then the only change I need to make to this screen is to have a dismiss button. If I want this whole thing to like go navigation stack city, then I need to rip out the navigation stack from the artboard list. Full screen cover as a base navigation sounds weird. I mean, we do it in Sheets. Sheets have can have a navigation stack. Full screen cover can have a navigation stack. But then again, it's like, well, is my full screen cover going to be calling a full screen cover? Is going to be calling a sheet, etc.? Like, you could go either way. Let's see what this would look like. If I said path append artboard list, then we go to hold on. Then is this navigation destination artboard list. If it's a navigation destination, then we still do this. I guess I have to do switch destination also. Blast it. True, sheets can be dismissed though. Can this? A full screen cover can be dismissed. Yes. You just have to. I think iOS 26 provides something, but like for us, we're gonna have to actually add something to call dismiss on it. And even then on like an artboard list, we would need to what do we have to do? What does artboard list look like? Artboard list has a navigation path. I would have to get rid of the navigation destination code, because ideally your navigation destination code is at the root view of your navigation stack, right? So here we throw it here to show that, hey, we gotta do artboard view. So I'd have to take this out. How does the user know it can be dismissed? You have to provide UI, like an X button. So there are other places where I do full screen cover. In the vector model picker container is a full screen cover. But this is inside a picker container, which is and this is also on the canvas. Okay. So full screen cover looks like this. Here's my full screen cover. And then I press a cancel button, which dismisses it. So full screen cover here is template model editor view. Template model editor view has an environment variable for dismiss, so that when the cancel button is tapped, it just calls dismiss. So yeah, that's how I'm able to manage the full screen cover. Yeah. It can be argued that it's several steps and that the reusability of this view is suspect. Shay, it works well. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean it's I don't know. Let me play with the actual let's play with the actual app for a second here. For those of you who joined a little bit later, I've got some new stuff to show you. First of all, check out these sweet new shape templates. Oh my gosh, I got 4 new shape templates. We got teardrop, we got trapezoid, we got kite. That's not a right kite, just normal kite. And we have a circle sector. So tons more fun with your templates. Get them while they're hot. Actually, they're not ready yet. It's not live. I've got a presets page. And again, this is what kind of led me down this path, because I was like, wow, I've got a lot of tabs here. A lot of tabs. I don't know if I want all these tabs. I've got a presets tab. I've got a vector path templates tab. I got my artboards tab. I got my settings tab. A lot of tabs. Many experiences are similar too. So like in this particular case, this is displayed in a sheet, not in a full screen cover. So if I press cancel, it's just easily done there. But here, I plus, now we're full screen cover, cancel, booyah. Circle sectors, Pac-Man, we all know it. It is Pac-Man. Joe Dog, I heard you like tabs. That's right. Also, some minor adjustments. So like this was like kind of too gray. I decided to add some color to it. Also color coded. So shape templates are in blue. Custom vector path templates are in purple. Just to kind of break things up a little bit. When you get it from the sheets here, they're also color coded. So a little bit more helpful. Anyway, yeah, still trying to figure out this flow. Oh, also check this out. I'm doing a zoom navigation transition now. So I tap on this, boom, comes on in. Much better than the slide into, don't you think? Yeah, got that for this too. Rah. This one is just a sheet, so it just shows up like that. Maybe it's just navigation stacks all the way down. You know what I mean? Like that way, if I need to present a sheet, I know I can. I'm in the current navigation stack. That's fine. Yeah, this is making quite a bit of changes, and I don't even have a home screen that looks good yet. So I gotta deal with that. I gotta deal with that. I like it too. Yeah, it feels a lot nicer to me. Ugh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I've decided. Okay. I'm not gonna do full screen cover. I'm gonna go navigation stack, which means I gotta make a bunch of changes. But let's make sure that this home screen looks good before I make those changes, because if I ultimately decide now this home screen is not going to cut it, then I'll have made all these changes in vain. So let me just see what I can do here. We're going to put this inside of a VStack. Again, like I don't know like what happened here, but it's being dumb. Blip. Okay, VStack. So I'm gonna have a text that says artboards. You are alignment leading. Let's make you with a font of, let's go, headline. I guess all these are going to have an artboard section. This whole thing has padding. That's a lot of padding. Hold on a minute. Maybe, hold on. Maybe I don't have a whole lot of padding here since everything is... Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking... if this is the home screen and I know that I'm inside a scroll view and this is the very thing, I could get creative. I could do container relative frame for vertical. Proxy in, and I'd be like, oh, hey man, cannot convert bio type to closure result. Oh, it's value axis. If it's just vertical though, I can do this. I can just be like value times 0.5. I can just say, hey, this is going to be half of the height. There we go. Ooh, I'm liking this already. And then I can have another section that's like, wait, I can do, hold on a minute. Should the artboard should I do it here? That seems like it's, oh no, that didn't work. Look at that. Container relative frame on the artboard section was a no-go. But when I did it here, oh, that's just the background. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. But most recent. I want this to be I want this to show a cool image. I want this to be like, this is going to be a V stack, and it's going to have most recent, and then it's going to have an artboard snapshot, artboard artboard. Thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. If you want to learn shape creation with Swift, there's a book for that. That's right. Thank you very much, Compile Dev. Background color red and capsule. That's not going to cut it. It's good. So let's go uneven rounded rectangle. Wait, that's not even a thing. Come on now. And rect corner radii in it. We're gonna go top leading 5, bottom trailing 5. How does that look? Kind of fun. Oh, I know what we can do. We can say, we can say, so the H stack is going to be this, and then it's also we're gonna put a V stack. Make it a little bit, make it a little interesting. So now they show up in like so. Most recent looks like this, and then you can say new artboard is going to be. We'll do like a plus button actually. We'll do a plus button. So label. We'll do VStack. Image system name plus text new artboard. Yeah. Background color red and capsule. No, we're gonna do this in color red. Yeah, it doesn't need to be color red. I don't know what's going on with that. H stack frame max with infinity. It's not giving me any spacing. Let's frame max with infinity padding. Okay, padding. That's a lot of padding here. What's happening? Padding. We'll say horizontal. Good morning, Power Opa. How you doing? I'm making a new home screen. Trying to see if I can get a more friendly launching page or whatever. Just trying some stuff. Okay. Well, this is going to be button style is going to be plain so that I don't get this blue effect. We're going to do text, and this is going to be font is going to be subheadline, and then actually I don't know if I like subheadline. Go body, font. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? Footnote, weight, bold, semi-bold. Yeah, we're gonna have to mess with the font. That's okay. It's been a while since we did a joke, so you might say it's shaping up nicely. Very nice, compiler. Yeah, I agree. I think the current app is functional. I'd like to feel more friendly. Somebody call Coco stat. 1-800-DIAL-A-COCO. So hopefully we would see something that's actually like an artboard here, but for some reason, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to see stuff in here. But let's stay on target first. Let's look on layout first, and then we'll deal with content. Everyone take a nap. Hey. Oh dear. It's the regular rascals. Yeah, so clearly having a background color of red is not what I want to do. I think we could go secondary maybe. Go secondary. That sounds kind of cool. All right. But see, these are all buttons, so gives me time to take those vitamins. Yeah, good call, Compile Dev. I needed that. Thanks. Sup, nerds? Hey, how you doing, Dynamic Types? Good job, Power Output, for staying in Coco's good books. That takes skill. Yeah. Those have been around long enough to know when Coco Type is joking. we can safely do some shenanigans here. I know not. Okay, so I'm just gonna do something. Here we go. We're gonna go artboard preview, artboard sample. That says drawable 1, drawable, random count, insert artboard, insert layer artboard. Name random. Insert layer artboard. And oh, I see. I know what's going on. Artboard.items is equal to this. Oh, we don't have combo item though. We'll do item 1, item 2. Item 1, item 2. Item 1. Item 2. This should allow us to show some things in items to upgrade. Yeah, that's okay. I just want to be able to see something in here. Please, please show me something. I want to be able to see like artwork in the center here. Oh wow, you're taking forever. Okay, build. Name one time Coco was serious. That time I banned 2 spammers while walking home and eating barbecue chicken. That's pretty epic. The day he had the last hot sauce on the stream ended. Look, see, I was serious twice. Let it never be said that Coco Type has never been serious. Here we go. Hey, look at that. We got some images here. So this would be kind of cool. This would show us our most recent artboard, and if we tapped onto it, then what it should do is go right into our artboard, right? And then if we went to gallery, then it would go into the gallery, the actual artboard list. Whereas here it could go like a straight ticket right to the artboard of interest. Anyway, that's the goal. That's what I'm looking at here. I kind of like this. This seems more friendly to me. If I wanted to do a brand new one, I could go immediately to a brand new one, or I could go to the list, or I could go to my most recent. What do you guys think? You think is this a I mean, as a prototype, as a template, you think this looks a little bit better? What are your thoughts? Again, I'm no designer, so I'm just trying to see what could work here. Only time that I can think of when he was serious was 10 seconds into his homemade, on-stream, authentic Australian chicken parmesan. That's some good cuisine. And how did that end? Just about it. Folks, I've got bummer news. I have to go like low sodium for like a while, and it's really hurting me. All the things that I absolutely love are on this like must not touch list. It's killing me. For breakfast, I had yogurt and blueberries. I had some Honey Nut Cheerios, not a sponsor. And then I did have some taquitos, which were relatively low in sodium compared to what I normally have. I'm down to like one soda a day, guys. It's hurting me. He's still completely satisfied on his couch. Says, I actually finished that whole Parmesan. It was the pizza that got chucked. Oh, I see. Funny thought, but what about the button shapes animating between shapes? See, dynamic types, this is exactly what I'm going, what I want to do. I need some sort of like fun little like animated, like smooth, just like experience that's like, you know, makes this a delightful home screen. Like I want it to like have something. So yes, you're exactly what I'm looking to do. Hello, Zhao HK. I like your hat. Thank you very much. Basics is Power Opa. Oh, that's right. The pizza did not go well. I think the green background should either be full screen, ignore safe areas all, or be removed. Okay, doctor said low salt, so high sugar. Yes, that's the that's the trade-off. Okay, then yeah, let's carb it up, baby. That is not a developer food plan. I question your ability to code with Cheerios. Even the Honey Nut Cheerios. Listen, Honey Nut Cheerios. You can't say anything bad about Honey Nut Cheerios. Send a wafer. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, so like I'm thinking again, like this is going to be one of several items. Like for example, we're gonna have another section down here that's for like settings and whatnot. So let me you know, I should probably wireframe those so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. What do we got? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do something like that. This is presets. So we've got, well, let's stop that because that's gonna do something brand new every time. So we'll do just a simple H stack here. Actually, no, we're gonna go. Hold on. We'll go H stack and we'll say we'll do let's just see for a second here. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Label settings, system image, gear. I always do this incorrectly when I'm going like I can never get the auto generated button initializers to work for me for some reason. I don't know why. Let's say destination equals settings, and we're gonna say buttons. Wait a second. Did I do a button style? Action button style. What does my action button style look like? Okay. let's see what this looks like. H-stack with a button. And wait a second. You are max with infinity, right? Yeah, max with infinity, batting background, foreground. Okay, yeah. Okay, this should be fine. Let's just see. Let's just see what this says. You look like Carl from Pixar movie Up. That's great. Don't wiggle so much, kid. Chocolate. What are some lines from Up? I'm so my mind is drawing a blank. Carl is based on him. Yes, that's right, Manos. That's right. Now, Ed Asner, right? Was the actor. I remember seeing a cool morph system that would morph by blurring the shape and adding the other one also blurred and only showing parts above N opacity. So as we added more shape to and our blurred shape when it would morph. I think I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, it was like almost like a liquid effect, right? I can check if I can find the YouTube video. Button has so many, and it's a drives me nuts. Oh yeah, it absolutely does. Yeah, button is, it's insane. It's probably one of the most used types, I think, in SwiftUI. Okay, so here we go. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. I'm kind of looking at like having like a stack of stuff. So like the ignore safe area part, I mean maybe I could have something behind it. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely feeling, I could have a Z stack. Yeah, we could have a Z stack here with a color that ignores safe area. No, for sure. Color dot orange ignore safe area, for example. Oh, but that only happens outside of the. Never mind. Wait, I think I need this. Outside of the scroll view. Never mind. There we go. Or like a mesh gradient or something would be kind of fun. Not just a color dot orange, but yeah, we could go kind of crazy with like a mesh gradient where width could be cannot find mesh gradient width and scope. Init width, height, locations, colors, background, smooth, colors, smooth, budget. What's your problem? Do I have to define the Bezier points? Can I just do colors? I have to do locations, don't I? I did something back in the day. A mesh gradient thing. What was that? I can't be bothered. Let's just do a linear gradient for now. Blue. Start. Ignores. There we go. Phew. Know you're thinking of Doug from Pixar. I have just met you, and I love you. That one? Not if you're one of my ex-coworkers who was allergic to button for some reason. Looks like Windows OS with the colored boxes. Oh, yeah, it kind of does. Off topic, I have just tried queso flavored Fritos, and they are great. Oh, thanks, Compile Dev. Certainly that's a low sodium food that you have just shared with us, right? Right? Doug Cartoon Show is fantastic. Are we talking like the old school Doug, like Doug Funny, like do 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 do? Or are we talking Doug like the series, not alternate universe? What am I trying to say? Did I miss any messages, you guys? I think I got everybody. That's the one. Yeah, so this is way different than what we've been playing with. Okay, just again, here's our current situation. Now, granted, we are in light mode only right now, but here's what the app currently looks like. And I mean, this will show up when I tap on gallery, but there's settings. I can't escape it. Whoops. What have I done? Ah, wait. Oh no. Okay. Got confused for a second. There's a Scott YouTube channel that did a killer tofu cover. Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy still owning the talking dog space. Am I on the right page again? No, I need to go back. Where did you go, home view? Come back. I mean, this is a harsh gradient. I wouldn't use this. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but probably softer colors. I'm just trying to get layout and see what that looks like. I kind of feel like that the caption font is just too small. But yeah, we're gonna make this bigger too. So most recent, in fact. Check out this page. Shape morphing. Oh yes, I've seen this from CavSoft. Yep. CavSoft has some pretty cool fun projects. Thank you for sharing that. Yep. Yeah. Figured Compile Dev would be more of a hacker T-Dog guy. And while I'm at it, Foghorn Leghorn still owns Talking Roosers. We're going way back. Now what hey, Border Terriers for the win. Dude, the old school cartoons, do they still hold up? Some of them, yes. Some of them, like, I can't repeat what you're saying now. Different times. Okay, so button gallery, padding. I'd say this is probably a max with infinity type deal. Although, if the button is a shape, no, but we're gonna want to see more stuffs. Maybe I actually want to see like the most recents. Maybe I want the most recents here. You know what I mean? Ooh, could we do that? It could be a scrollable list. That might be too busy. Maybe we should be content with just saying yeah. Yeah, layout. We're dealing with layout. We're not dealing with content. Max height, infinity. So this is gonna get stretched to like be like, yeah, which means this is also gonna need a little bit of pull. So we're gonna do, yeah, maybe we do it here as well. Okay. All got the same background shape. Now, yeah, that's getting a little too. Yeah, I want the most recent one to be, so maybe instead of HStack plus VStack, maybe the most recent one could be here, and then new artboard, and then gallery at the bottom. I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Again, yeah, the colors are just right now just being used as like a separator, just so I can just kind of make some sense of what things are looking like. But then also, yeah, not just settings, but also like a presets button, right? So something similar to that. Head to bed. 1 a.m. is enough for a work day. Compile Dev, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Some will always be classics. Acme Company needs its payouts. Yes, indeed. Perhaps I'll hop back later. Dynamic Types, thanks for hanging out with us too. I almost feel like settings, I mean, settings could be its own thing up at the top. What I really am looking to do is provide a way for a user to be enticed to see what can you actually do with a subscription. Presets and custom vector path templates being the main draw right now, or what's currently in the app. So something like failed to build. But why? What happened to you? Oh, switch must be exhausted. That's why. Just say presets could be shape template preset list. You're right here. User view model, user view model. Type home view destination is not optional. That can never be nil. Why would I have a nil case? I don't know why I had that. I must have just been seeing things. Okay. Let's see if this builds. Build failed. Switch must be exhausted. Case presets. Oh yeah, navigation destination. I forgot about you. Yoink. There we go. All right. Now build. And refresh. Actually, I'm going to BRB. I'm going to take just a couple minutes. Caught. Yep. I just had to eat some salt real quick. No worries. No need to report anything. It's fine. Actually, I think I am gonna call it early tonight. So, sorry for that delay of nothingness. But at least we were able to, ponder a little bit about what the state of a home screen could be. Yeah, I'm gonna call it early tonight, folks. But I will be back on Thursday with some more fun times. Hope I can see you there. We have several projects going on target right now. We have a book in desperate need of completion, and that will be our main focus on Thursday. So that's what we're gonna do. Stay on target. Yes, need to stay on target. But I do need to end the stream a little bit early tonight. So unfortunately, sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna keep on pressing forward, and I'm hoping to get an app update out this week. So if you're a user of Pistachio, first, thank you, and second, I hope you're excited for some new stuff coming your way. That's it. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. Thank you.